everybody, and welcome back to another exciting 52-week movie challenge. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and as you can see, I chose the film Short Term 12. As you can see, I've got this scene in the background, and we're going to talk about that later. The year released is 2013. And my date challenge completed was 8/1/22, which is actually a day before I normally do it. I normally do it on Tuesday, but decided to do it on Monday because I had some time and could watch it and decided to do it right after. All right. Aspect ratios 1:85 1. The running time was an hour and 36 minutes. The genre was drama. It was rated R, definitely rated R. A lot of fucks in this movie, by the way. Just a lot of just cursing. Starring Brie Larson, John Gallagher Jr., Rami Malek. I'm guessing that's how you say his name. I don't know, the guy from Queen. And Caitlin Dever, who three of those people are in the, right there. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who did Shang-Chi. That's a big reason why I chose to do this. Produced by Ron Nagor, M. Elizabeth Hughes. Written by Destin Daniel Cretton. And if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry, Destin. Music by Joel P. West. Awards received 37 wins and 72 noms, including Hamburg Film Festival, Young Talent Award winner. Why did I choose this particular film? Because I'd never seen it. I wanted to see it. It sounded interesting. Have you seen this movie before? Nope. Would you recommend this film? Why or why not? I said yes, yes, yes. I'm recommending it to everyone because it's great. Which character were you most able to identify with, connect with? Usually I don't say anybody, but I sort of, this guy right here, Rami Malek's character, Nate, mostly just because he's an observer who sees all this stuff, and I just sort of felt for him, I connected to him because like he's kind of thrown into this chaotic mess, and it's sort of a crazy time. But I think that's how it is everywhere. Best line in the movie was done by her and Brie Larson, and it was you can't curse here, and then the girl says, shit, I forgot about that. And then she said, I'm gonna let that slide because it was funny. Something like that. That line was probably not exactly right, but I didn't write it down. Were you surprised by the ending, and what would you do differently? Not, no, I wasn't surprised, but but wasn't not surprised. It definitely had some great moments, and I definitely wouldn't have done anything differently. Let's see. Which film festival award did the film receive? It received a, let's see, what was it? Child Protection Award winner for a special mention for Destin Daniel Cretton for the Abu Dhabi Film Festival. It also was the Hamburg one that I mentioned earlier. What did you like about the film? I loved all of the relationships in the facility. It felt like a real family. We'll get to that. Is there anything I would have done differently? Wow, they asked me this twice pretty much, and no, I really wouldn't. Nope. Um, anything else I'd like to add? Nope. Just go see it on Tubi, or it's on Freevee as well, which is the IMDb one. So, let's get into this. I really, really fucking love this movie. If you can tell, I actually still have tears in my eyes. But I'm sort of an easy person to, uh, to make me cry. I cry all the time over movies. It's just the way I am. I don't know. But I really liked the movie. Like I felt really connected, and I think it's because in the beginning we because of Nate. And I'm gonna say this, like at first I was sort of like on the fence about Nate because he was new to the whole thing and he was sort of messing up at times, you know? He was saying the wrong thing. I was pissing off Marcus from the very beginning, and he didn't know what he was doing. And there's one time where one of the girls asked the kid, you know, are you all right? And he said, no, I'm not all right. And she was like, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the kid. And I thought it was funny because he's just like that. That's just what he's just not used to this environment. And he's sort of like kind of thrown into this environment, and the environment is insane. It's crazy. It's nuts. And there's so much going on. There's so many people. Um, and what you can tell from the very beginning is no matter who comes in, if they're troubled, because it's basically the story is about a troubled teen facility, sort of. It says like treatment, but it's not really treatment or anything. I don't think it's sort of like just a mental facility where they can the keep them, instead of staying, instead of going to juvie or going home to their parents, they stay at this, like, basically this hospital, and they are, trying to be helped. And there was one point where they're doing like colors. They're naming off colors, I guess, that they feel or whatever in their feelings. So they'll be like green, I feel fine. Blue, I'm a mess. I don't know, whatever it is. I don't know what the colors exactly were, and I was actually kind of interested in that. Like I was like, well, what is this? I want to know what these colors are, you know? So it was interesting. Like I really enjoyed it. Like I was enjoying the film. I think the biggest thing with me was I just liked the relationships. And as I said, like when a new person came in, when Jaden came in, played by Caitlin Deaver, girl right there, right behind me, she um she basically changed Brie Larson's character, around, because she was there basically to um to help Brie Larson come to grips with the stuff going on with her life. And she can't talk about it to, like, her fiance. She can't She's almost thinking about getting an abortion because of this stuff. She doesn't, all this stuff's going on, and like you start connecting to her, but you're like, but there's this really great scene where the fiance and her are yelling at each other, about, not yelling, but like he's upset because he wants to understand what's going on with her, and she doesn't want to, you know she doesn't want to talk about it. She wants to, um she wants to keep it inside. And then she confides with the other girl who's kind of going through a similar situation, maybe not as severe as hers, but still could be, sort of thing. And so they connect and they bond, and there's so many great scenes in this movie that just wrench my heart, man. Like it's just, and it's so good, you know? Like it is not a movie where it's just sad and depressing the whole fucking time. And yeah, it's sad and depressing, but it's funny at times. The characters are Everybody is very likable. Um, you don't understand some of them necessarily, but you get it, you know? Like, you don't need to understand. Um, there's the stuff between Lewis and Marcus, and then you find out more about Marcus. And Marcus is leaving, and I liked Marcus a lot. He was a great, he rapped at one point and did a friggin' hardcore rap, honest rap about his life. Uh, and I was like, whoever, I don't know if Destin wrote that or somebody else wrote it and everything, but oh man, it got like tears in my eyes. Um, this movie was, you can see from this movie that Destin has amazing ability to, like, there's not these like amazing camera shots, there's no like swooping down and editing that's like Marvel kind of thing. This is a movie that basically makes you feel like you're a part of this community and this stuff that you just feel. I mean, sometimes it almost feels a little overwhelming because like you're just, the whole time you're like thinking, "Oh my God, like what is going on?" And you're stuck there. So it's almost claustrophobic. Which to me, I don't like claustrophobia. Like I feel, it's not, I mean, I'm sort of a fear of that, and so being there, I was just, that uncomfortableness I felt when I watched it actually made me feel good because it started making me realize that, like, I mean, not realize, but started making me think about how lucky I was growing up as a child. Maybe, like I was spoiled rotten as a child, and I didn't have parents that treated me like the way that some of these parents do, or whatnot. Like I was lucky and blessed, and not everybody is, and it started making me go, oh my God, I'm this is sad. I'm sad that there are these, parents that abuse their children and do all these things. I don't want to spoil too much, but I will just say, like, there's some amazing drama in this movie that'll just make you, like, I don't know, like, it'll make you connect in a way that I've never felt before. And so, I can see why it's won so many awards, and uh, you know, it should have won like an Academy Award. Like, I don't understand why this wasn't submitted to the Academy. I mean, I don't know, maybe, or Sundance, or Cannes or something, because this is definitely a Toronto Film Festival. I don't know if it won that or not, but like this is just a really good fucking movie. And I loved all the actors. You know, I I wanted I wanted more from it. Like I wanted short term 12 part two. Like I wanted to dive more, and I wanted this to be a TV series or something where I got to understand these characters for longer because they were so fucking well done. Um and I don't usually seek out dramas, A lot of times, if you notice, a lot of times it's comedies or horror or something, family maybe, but like I don't normally seek out dramas. And it's not because I don't like dramas, it's because a lot of times dramas aren't very good. Like it's really hard to do a really good drama. And I know, like, I love Brie Larson, and I know a lot of people give her flack, and I know there's been trouble or whatever. But I love her, and I think this is a movie that should have won her so many awards. She should have been like swooped up for like every fucking movie and television show because of this movie. Um, I wasn't familiar with John Gallagher Jr., but he was Mason and he was just amazing in it. Rami Malek, I just know him from like the Queen movie, Bohemian Rhapsody. Um, I don't really know him from much else other than that, but I liked him in this a lot. Like, there's one bit where he's there to, introduce himself, and he's like smiling the whole time. And I guess this is a nervous thing or something, but he's like smiling. And I was just like, I don't know if he was told to do that, or like he did it himself. I'm gonna guess he did it himself. Like that was his character he brought. And I thought he did such it was so interesting. It was an interesting choice. And that was when he told everybody that he, was excited to work with underprivileged kids, and Marcus did not like hearing that. I don't blame him. It's kind of rude. Um, but I don't think he meant anything other than. So anyway, I really enjoyed this movie. If you haven't seen it, please see it. It's on Tubi for free. There's no reason not to watch it if you're interested. Um, if you want a good drama, if you want something that, to me, it made me cry, but like that doesn't mean it'll make you cry. I mean, obviously some people are a little tougher skin than others. I don't know. I cry over like Boy Meets World. So I don't, whatever, take that for what it is. I just, it was such a well done movie that it started making me like really have respect for people who are in this um higher respect than I had, because I didn't really know much about this world, but like people dealing with kids, teenagers who were sort of abused, or dealing with, issues and stuff. I mean, yeah. So, anywho, I that was the movie. So I really enjoyed it. If you get a chance to watch it, please do. All right. Let's go on to next week. Next week is week 32, and it's choose a black and white film. So I have to choose a film that's black and white. Could be an old movie, could be a new movie that's black and white, whatever. We'll see what it is. I have no idea what I'm gonna pick yet. I know what it won't be, because one of my favorite films of all time is a black film, and it said I have to choose my favorite film, so I can't choose that one. But we'll see. I'll pick something else that I really want to review or talk about. Other than that, thank you guys for checking this out. Let me know what you guys think. And join me next week for a brand new 52-week movie challenge. Bye.